Hello, good morning. There's Bo. We started early today because I wanted to get those cinnamon rolls done and in the oven before the kids went to school today. And so I set my alarm early and preheated the oven and got the cinnamon rolls in, and they love them. It was so funny. Evie was eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I was like, Evie, don't eat cereal because I'm making cinnamon rolls. And I said, that's what we're gonna have for breakfast today. And she said, but Mom, I don't like cinnamon. And everyone looked at her and just started laughing. They were like, Evie, you're eating Cinnamon Toast Crunch. I mean, it was funny. And then the other funny thing that happened today is it's Dr. Seuss week. And so yesterday was Wacky Wednesday, so they got to wear silly clothes. Today was Hat Day. And so Roz had her hat on, but she also wanted to wear mismatched shoes and so Roz saw people wearing mismatched shoes yesterday, and so she wanted to wear mismatched shoes today. And so I was trying to explain to her that was yesterday. Today is Hat Day. We don't wear like crazy clothes on Hat Day. And she really wanted to wear mismatched shoes, and not just shoes. She wanted to wear mismatched unicorn slippers, and it was quite the struggle. I did a post recently about picking your battles, and I chose to pick that one, but I almost let it go because I was like, I am not up for like fighting about unicorn slippers today. But I just pictured her like going to school on Hat Day with mismatched unicorn slippers, and her friends being like, what are you doing? And tomorrow is pajama day, so I'm like, you can wear these on pajama day. I don't even care if they match, but like today is just Hat Day. It's not Wacky Wednesday. And so it was just like a really funny conversation we had this morning. So Inga is home one more day. I said that yesterday. I'm like, she's gonna be home just today and then she'll go to school tomorrow. But yesterday she was still puny, and then she ended up getting sick yesterday again, and her fever at one point went back up to 102. And so I'm like, okay, she's gonna stay home another day. This virus that she has, I feel like she has the flu, but thankfully nobody else has it. And I think today she is on the mend because I can just see it in her eyes. She looks more like Inga, and she went back upstairs a few times today to like get things, and she asked for breakfast. So I feel like she's on the mend finally, but man, it was quick. I guess this is day 5 because she started feeling sick Sunday. So Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 5 days. I get asked a lot how I keep all the other kids healthy, and there's not really a magic thing that I do for that. I don't really do much. I mean, I don't want to keep the sick kid isolated, but I don't want to keep the sick kiddo isolated, like up in their room, because like if I did that with Inga, she would have been like up in her room for 5 days, and I would have had to go up and down the stairs to check on her all that time, and she just would have felt kind of left out and like just sad that she was sick. And so I just let the sick kiddo stay down here with us, and I of course tell the other kids that they shouldn't be eating or drinking after her. And but that's really all I do. I try to keep things clean. I use Clorox wipes, but not any more than I normally do. And you know, sometimes we've spread something throughout the house, and other times it's kind of like this where one kiddo is sick and that's it. So hopefully today she is going to be all better. So cute story about Cora. So Cora has these new shoes. Oh, come here. Oh, you're so she has these shoes. Let me show you. And she is so excited about these new shoes. So anyway, Cora found these new shoes in her cabinet, and she is so excited about her new shoes. She says they are her favorites, and she loves them so much. But the cute thing is that like I almost got rid of those because those were Evie's, Inga, Roz, and now Cora's. Shoes don't normally last that long, but I don't feel like the other kids wore them that much, and so they made it to Cora. But she thinks they're new, and she loves them so much. It is so funny, but normally shoes are something that does not get handed down, because especially with boys, like it's like one and done for those. But anyway, I thought that was so cute because those are like old ratty shoes, and she was like, thank you, Mom, I love these so much. She's funny. Let's see, today I'm gonna try to go live, I think I will, and answer the questions from last week, and then I'm making sourdough today, so that'll be fun. I keep moving that slide all over, but okay, so I'm gonna go live today, making sourdough bread, and what else? I think that's it. So I'm gonna make sure Inga gets back on her feet and feels better, and I might, oh, I know. I have a few things coming today for Evie's attic space that I'm going to do a project for her. I'm going to make her attic space into like a little office because she has her own room now. And then she has this big attic space that's really not used for anything. And so I had this idea of putting a desk in there. So I got another desk, kind of like the one I got for Roz and Cora, but it's a little bit bigger. And I'm going to put that together today and make her a little office in her attic space. So that'll be fun if it arrives today. And okay, I think that's all. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day. Okay, Cora, I'm going to go upstairs and get Bo and do some laundry. And when I come back down, I want to see if you can do this page all by yourself. All you have to do is write your name, color the flowers, and then write the number 4. Can you do it? Okay, here I go. I was so surprised when I walked into Liam and Benny's room that the floor was picked up and their desk was all, I could tell that Benny put in a good effort, like making his desk all cute, and I could tell he tried. And so I wrote him a little note. So Benny's been extra sweet lately and just kind of listening to things that I say and actually following through, and it's just super sweet. Hey, I came back downstairs and Cora did her work. So proud of you. You're so smart. C-O-R-A. Are you hiding? Are you hiding? Where's Bo? Oh, there he is. I see him. I see him. Oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I see him. Hi, Bubba. What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you gonna walk today? That'll be fun, huh? Want your bottle? There's your bottle. Hi. So we got this, I don't know, several birthdays ago. It is a rechargeable lighter. And so you charge it just like you do a phone. You turn it on and then you hit this button right here. And see that little, that lights birthday candles or just whatever. And it's a good alternative to lighters. And I love that it's just rechargeable, easy to use. And I just always keep it off and keep it on a charger, and the kids just know to leave it alone. You are so good with scissors. Is it stuck? It's a Christmas tree, isn't it? Good job, sweetie. Are you climbing up the slide? You are so wild. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Hold on. Are you climbing up the slide? But you don't even know how to walk yet. How are you going to climb up a slide? Oh, you are wild. One of you guys actually gave me this idea. So you get a towel or a blanket. I'm just going to use a blanket because that's what I have. And you roll it up to make kind of like just like a roll, like that. Then you put it under. You put it under your baby's arms, like that, and then you hold the top, and they walk with it. Where are you walking? Look at you walking. He doesn't want to walk right now. But anyway, you can do that, and they walk. He doesn't want to. But anyway, you get the idea. It's like a roll, and you just put it under their arms, and you hold it up. You hold it up at the top, and it helps them learn to walk. I thought that was a good idea. He wants to go over here. Okay, let's do that. Okay, walk over there. Can you do it? Walk over there. Okay. Is that funny? Alright, so now the bread has sat, or the dough, has sat for about 2 hours. And now is my favorite part where you take it out and you cut it in half. And then now what you're doing is you're adding tension to the bread so that it will have a nice crust on the outside. And so all you do here is you grab the corners, you make it kind of into 4 corners, and you grab it and pull it to the center. So you're making your loaves right now. I got some questions yesterday. You just kind of pull it to the center. I got some questions about why you have discard whenever you make sourdough bread. And the reason is because when you feed it with the flour and the water, it would become too much to make. And so that's what you're left with, a nice little dough baby. And so you just let that sit for 1 hour and you cover it with a wet towel and let it sit for an hour. And then you get the other part right here, so this is going to be the other loaf, and you do the same thing. You just you're adding tension. So you're just making a tight little loaf here, and it'll have a nice crust this way. And then you kind of just twist it at the top, make it nice little tight loaf. But anyway, when you feed the starter with the flour and the water, and you're feeding those microbes, because sourdough has live cultures in it. That's why it's so good for gut health. And you have discard because you throw half of it away and then feed half. because if you fed the whole thing, it would just keep going, growing and growing and growing. But you can do different things with the discard. You can make something, or you could give it to somebody else, or you could just simply discard it. But that's the reason that there is discard whenever you make sourdough. So next, just getting a wet towel. And those are my loaves. And I'm just gonna put this wet towel over them and let them sit for about an hour while I preheat the oven. And there you go. Are you pushing, Cora? Whoop! Is that how you use that? Woo! Careful! I'm going to show you something I'm working on. This printed kind of weird because I ran out of ink, but you can kind of get the idea. And of course, this is a digital download that I'm going to share, but this is a reward chart that I made because I want Roz and Cora to have something that encourages them to keep their room picked up, go to bed easy, and I don't know, possibly just, I don't know what the next one will be, but just those two things. Because they're getting used to sleeping in their rooms, and it's just kind of an adjustment. Sometimes their rooms are messy, so their room is messy, so keep their room clean and just go to bed easily. And if they do that all throughout the week, then they get a prize. So the prize could be something like a Cadbury egg, or some little prize, or a new stuffed animal, something little, but something that will reward them enough to do simple tasks throughout the week. What I did is I put it in a sleeve so that I could reuse it, and I'm just going to use dry erase markers on it. And then I decided to use these little dots, these little sticky dots that came with like a balloon kit. I had several of these from previous birthday parties. And then I got these stars that are on the second page of this download, and I used tape, just like this kind of tape, and I put the tape on the front and back to almost act as like a laminate sheet. So it looks like a laminate sheet, but really it's just tape. And then I'm cutting them out. So I cut the stars out, used those little dots to put on the back of the stars, and then every day that the girls do their task that they're working towards, I'll move one of the stars up there. And this way I can hang this on their door, and it can be an easy way for them to work towards a reward. Okay, so here is the reward chart when it's all done. So I just wrote Roz and Cora's name. Their prize is going to be chocolate, and their only two tasks are to clean the room and go to bed easily. And so every day that those two things are accomplished, they're going to get a star. And then if they do really well that week, they can work towards getting chocolate. I think this will just be a really fun way to incentivize them to do those things and make this transition of sharing a room easier. So I have the reward chart on their door, and hopefully this will help them be motivated and kind of incentivize them to want to keep their room picked up and also go to bed on time, because I mean, it is working out having them share a room. But it is seriously like a slumber party. Like every night is like they're staying up, they're just hanging out, they're having like the best time ever, but they are staying up late, and they also are changing outfits and just making big messes. So hopefully my little reward chart will help. To be determined.
Changing every day in every possible
So here is Evie's attic space. It's not really used for anything. She's got her Christmas tree in here, but that is it. And then it like connects way over there to Jenna's attic space. But I'm gonna make this into her office. And I have like 20 minutes because Jenna's watching Bo and Cora and Evie's at volleyball. So here we go. Okay, here it is. It's all done. Evie's going to be so surprised because she was at volleyball and I just went in here and added the rug and the chair we already had. I pretty much just got the bulletin board and the desk and the lights, but I thought that that would make like a really sweet little space for her. So she'll be surprised when she gets home.